So I bought an outboard, a 60 horsepower Mariner, to see if I can get going. Before I can lift it out of my truck or out of my trailer, I needed to buy a crane. So here are the various parts of the crane, 3 boxes. So I'm going to see if I can put that together. So here we have is the big box out of the 3. Imagine there's some big chunks of metal in here, it's very heavy. This is a SwitZer 2-ton engine hoist crane. That's what we've got in there, some big chunks of iron. The next box, which is blinking heavy as well. See what's in there, haven't found any instructions yet. So there, got that open, some more heavy bits, but what looks like to be some instructions and some fixings. Indeed, fixings and the lifting hook. Still got more, one more box. That's the hydraulic ram. Not too many parts, I'm sure it'll be easy. The only instructions you get are to follow the exploded diagram. And here we've got the 3rd box, which is not half as heavy as the other 2, which were flipping heavy. Right, looking in that box, it's got the bit which I think is where you start. And I suspect they're the wheels in those other 2 bits, but we shall find out. Yep, those boxes, 2 boxes contained 3 wheels in each, so 6 wheels. Let's get started. Well, after a bit of head scratching, we've got the hanging hook on, and we found where the casters go on the base. The actual drawing is really quite poor, and I think there could be some changes on it. So we're going to make the base and build up from there. Sounds sensible, shall we? These 2 at the back are fully castering. These aren't, and those thread into the metal without bolts. These have bolts. You do have to put washers under those nut heads though, if not the height will be wrong and the nut protrudes through. So now onto the long bits. They have the wheels. So the next 2 wheels bolt onto here, and there's the casters, and there's the nuts and the washers, and they have a 20mm bolt like that. Make sure you use the right bolts, if not you'll be in a world of hate. So that's those 4 casters on, and the 2 casters on there. Then separate bits. Have a little bit what we've got to do now. So those 4 legs, or the 2 legs, sorry, the 2 splayed legs with the casters on the bottom, those connect with those big pins that go through there. Now, I may have done it the wrong side, but that will be found out. The drawing's quite small. Now for the next bit. What you do is bolt on that long bit with the 2 big bolts, as 22mm nut. Go through there. All these nuts are supplied, and if you look carefully, you'll see what way to do them and where to put them. The instructions aren't brilliant, but they're workable. When you put these 2 stays on here, you'll think it doesn't fit there, but all you've got to do is loosen those 2, and then that will go on, and they fix up there like thusly. And you can tighten it all up and put that on. But this is important there to be loosened, else you won't get them on. So tighten those up. It's a 24mm socket on those, and then retighten those after you've tightened that. It all seems to come together quite quickly. So you put the plunger in with a bolt there, and the plunger arm goes that side, contrary to what you might think in the instructions. If it goes this side, it hits the upright. You turn the plunger that comes out, so it goes through there. You put your bolt through there. That needed a little bit of widening to get in because it had been, I think, the heat of welding. So I pulled it in a little bit. So that's that. And then the long bit of the crane goes in there with one other bolt. And there it is, basically assembled. shaky. And then the actual boom, as you could call it, slides in and out thusly. There's the chain, and this nut corresponds to it. There would be half a ton. There's 1 ton there. That would be 1.5 ton, and 2 tons in the hole there. Sounds like 1 ton. So there she is. And if you're a pumper, she goes up at quite a slow speed, which of course at that end is a good speed. And then there you've got your thing to undo, which will let her down. I'm sure it lets down a hell of a way of knots. But there it is, completely finished. Let's got a look on the box. The SwitZer 2-ton engine hoist crane. Quite fun putting together, wasn't half as hard as it looked. Thanks for watching. One of the best things I like about this crane is that you just remove those 2 easy to remove pins from there. There's the pinhole there, as you can see. Lift up those legs, let the boom down, and you've got quite a small thing to store. That's a really good thing about this, so that store's quite small. Might just put a bungee or something around the top bits, these, because they are loose and could drop forward.